There's a lot to be said. Well, let's keep it basic. Don't be afraid to check yourself. We're always checking others, but we also need to check ourselves. Now, I don't necessarily mean that in a negative form or fashion, but what we must remember is that the universe revolves with and without us, because and independent of us, for and in spite of. See, good, bad, or indifferent, things happen, your situation changes, and it's not always all because of you. Sometimes it has nothing to do with you other than the fact that you're there. Now, again, that can be good, bad, or indifferent. And a prime example of good would be, let's just take a person who's doing well, and it seems like everything they touch is golden or becomes golden. Now, they may have some work effort involved in it, but I'm sure there's a lot behind the scenes. And sometimes we see these same situations where it just seems like somebody who we deem or feel is undeserving is in that position. And yet we think that we are striving and struggling and spinning our heels in the mud trying to make some way, and it's not happening for us. It seems like the evil spirited can do well and thrive, and that good goes not just unrecognized, but at times seemingly punished. Fear not, my friends. Eventually, the universe reconciles itself. And situations, determinations, statuses change. So don't think that because you're riding high, that it's all about you. That's especially the time to reach down and uplift, or reach out and help, or acknowledge others, because you are in that position. And other than yourself, something helped you to get there. And when you're on the downside of the scales, when it seems like there's no such thing as a balanced scale of justice, however hard it may be, remember that the scales will balance. And because it seems that you are on the unbalanced side of the scale, don't allow that to deteriorate your internal balance, because you will need it. It is in those times that you really need your balance, because it's like walking a tightrope. You lean a little too far to the left or right to listen to the whispers, the voices that are telling you to do something that is anti-you, and you fall to that side. Now, being balanced doesn't mean that you will always be 100% upright, but what it does mean is that you can check yourself and correct yourself. If you get a little too far to the left or a little too far to the right, you can counterbalance that to get you back to the middle. True balance is being true to one's self. Because again, the universe and the self do reconcile. Thoughts from the basement.